Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited because I'm filming another perfume video. I know some of y'all have gone down the perfume rabbit hole with me, and I love that. And I love this even more because I'm doing this video in collaboration with my good friend, Abby Bliss White. I feel like if you watch my perfume videos, you for sure know who she is. I've talked about her a lot. I've done collabs with her in the past. She is a true friend. I love her to pieces. She is like my partner in crime when it comes to perfume and makeup. We're forever texting all day long, every day. She has awesome videos. She has an amazing perfume collection. Y'all, if you think my perfume collection is good, you have no idea. If I ever want to know what a perfume smells like, I always text her and she has either smelled it or she owns it. Wonderful, massive perfume collection. She's always trying the new things. She has wonderful makeup videos. Y'all, she's just awesome. So if you have not subscribed to her, please do, and be sure and check out her video as well, because we are going to be talking about our favorite fall scents. So we are coming out of the summer. It's starting to get a little bit chillier here in Tennessee. Like right now it's 72, which is chillier to me because it's been 90 something degrees. So I am really basking in this little bit cooler weather. It's going to keep getting cooler, and the scents that I have worn in the summer are just not going to work in the fall for the most part. I know I have said before that you wear what you want to wear when you want to wear it, but there are some scents that for me and on my skin, they just are a little too cloying in the summer, so I want to wear them in the fall, or they're like coconut beachy scents, which is just not Tennessee in the fall. So I have 8 or 9 fragrances that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to try to get through them fairly quickly. Y'all know how I am. I'm a little long-winded when I talk about perfumes, but let's go ahead and jump in. The first one I'm going to talk about is not the easiest to find. I will do my best to link it down below, but this is from Boucheron, Paris, and it's Amber d'Alexandrie. And this is the very pretty bottle. This is a large bottle. I think this is 100 mils. Let's see. 125 mils, even better. It's 4.1 fluid ounces. And this is what I think of as the perfect fall scent for me. It is an amber vanilla tobacco sweet scent. I wouldn't necessarily call it sweet, like candy sweet, but it has vanilla, tobacco, and benzoin on the opening, or in the opening. I need to scoot over a little bit so I can put the notes up on the screen. Then it's got amber and labdanum, and then on the base, you've got ambergris and musk. This smells like, to me, and I've heard it described like this by others, and I really agree wholeheartedly, this smells like a little bit of a boozy apple pie. I mean, how do you get more fall than a boozy apple pie? I don't know how it does not have any kind of alcohol notes listed, meaning like rum or whiskey even, because it's just got that like real boozy scent to it. But then I also get the vanilla, I get the amber. I don't get the ambergris as much, a little bit of the musk. But y'all, this is like cozy, baking during the holidays, hot apple cider type of scent. It's so good. It is so good. I'm so glad I was able to find this and get it. And I, want to wear it all the time, but I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to repurchase this. So I'm trying to be a little bit, stingy with it, but it's just so good that I'm going to want to wear it all the time. All of these, all the time. So that is Boucheron, Paris, Amber d'Alexandrie. I think you're going to see a theme as we go through these because a lot of them are a little bit similar. This next one, I only have a travel spray and it is Replica Jazz Club. Now, I also have By the Fireplace definite fall scent like that. I could have easily put that in this, but I've talked about that a lot. And I think I like Jazz Club even more than By the Fireplace. So I wanted to include this one. This is also a tobacco, rum, sweet, little bit spicy fragrance. This is technically for men, but I do not think that a woman cannot wear this. I have seen other people, at least one other person, say that she would not be comfortable wearing this, but oh, I would. I get more spice in this one than I do in the Boucheron. And I think it's the pink pepper. So it's got pink pepper, neroli, and lemon. I smell the pink pepper the most. And it's got rum, vetiver oil, and clary sage in the middle, and then tobacco, vanilla bean and Stearax on the base. And it's supposed to evoke these feelings of being in a jazz club, right? And it's just got that, like, I don't know, like the tobacco really pulls through in this and makes it feel that way. But then you've got the rum. So it's that boozy aspect, which again is like a theme for me in fall scents. I love that. It's just really pretty. It's not as smoky as By the Fireplace. It doesn't give that kind of like campfire feel, which obviously By the Fireplace does, hence the name. I just prefer this one over that one. And for me, it's not too masculine. So definitely worth checking out, especially since you can get this in the smaller travel spray. The next one I'm not going to talk about much at all because I talked about it in my haul video, but this is Maison Francis Kirk de Jean Paris Grand Soir. Again, this is technically not a boozy fragrance. It doesn't have any kind of those notes in them. It's basically just amber and vanilla. This, upon first spray, is more masculine than the Jazz Club, I feel like, but it dries down to something I'm very comfortable wearing. In fact, I wore it the other day and had Chad smell it, and he really liked it on me, but I said, you know, this is like unisex. I think a guy could wear it and smell really good. And he's like, oh, I don't know that I would wear that. I want him to because I think he would smell amazing with it on, but that just goes to show you that, you know, he obviously thought it was more feminine than masculine. And it just smells so good. It's a little more strong on like the initial spray. And once you get into that dry down, which comes for me like 15, 20 minutes after I put it on, it's just heavenly. It lasts quite a long time on the skin. Really, really enjoy this. Again, I talked more about it in my haul video last week if you want to check that out, but I love this and think it is absolutely perfect for the fall and winter, but especially the fall. It just, so good. So warm and cozy and good. Let's go on a different side of the spectrum and talk about something a little sweeter. This is from Lancome, and this is Oud Bouquet. And I bought this blindly because so many people were talking about how good it smelled and it was just amazing and this and that, even though it technically is like a rose perfume. And I was like, I'm not a big fan of rose. I feel like we have established this, but everybody kept saying it was a jammy rose. It was sweet, a little lactonic, which I really like. It's got that oud to kind of cut the rose. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to try it. And I'm so glad I did. And the reason I feel like this is more appropriate, at least for me, in the fall and winter is because it is too cloying sweet in the heat. It just doesn't work on my skin in the summer. Now, if it's a little bit of a cooler summer night, I could totally wear it, but I just prefer this. Oh, y'all, so good. I prefer this in, again, the fall and the winter. This is has agarwood, which is oud, praline, vanilla, rose, and saffron. So it is sweet. It is more of a jammy rose. It's not a fresh cut rose from the garden by any stretch of the imagination, at least not to my nose. It does have a little bit of a warm spiciness going to it. It's got leather on the like accord pyramid on Fragrantica, but I'm not really getting that. It does say powdery, and I do sense a little bit of powderiness in this. Again, it's sweet. This is a sweeter perfume. So if you don't like sweet, I don't know that you would like this. But again, the oud kind of cuts that a little bit. The rose balances it. And then you got that praline note that's just so fall to me and so cozy and so good. So if you like a sweet perfume, I'm getting a little bit of smokiness in this too, which I guess is coming from the oud. It's just really good. It's really good, y'all. I am glad that I got the bigger bottle of this too. Out of all the ones that I'm going to talk about, this is the sweetest. So keep that in mind if you're picking. But if you have never tried this, I highly recommend trying it because it is a good one. The next scent is from Diptyque. It's actually the only Diptyque that I have in my collection. And I'm okay with that because this is very unique to my collection. Out of all the Diptyques that I have smelled, it's the most unique as well. And this is veloutes. Veloutes is a tobacco, iris, honey, little bit spicy. Oh, y'all, this smells good. So the notes listed on Fragrantica are tobacco, iris, honey, spices, and Stearax. I mean, iris, one of my very favorite notes. I love honey in a fragrance, especially for the fall. And when you mix that tobacco in it, it's perfect for the fall. I think this is going to shine in colder weather. This is marketed as unisex, and I could totally see that. It's definitely not super feminine to my nose at all. And I do smell, I don't smell the iris as much as I smell the tobacco and the honey and the spices, but I do see how the iris is in the formula by cutting it with a little bit of powderiness. But the tobacco, the honey, and the spices are what stand out the most to me in this fragrance. And this is the eau de parfum concentration. Oh, it's good. It's good, good. So I think out of all the ones that I'm going to talk about, well, I would say probably these two are the most unisex. Like I could totally see a man wearing both of these. This next one, I'm not going to take a ton of time on either because I talked about this in my MFK sampler set video a couple of weeks ago, but it is one that is definitely suited for fall and winter in my opinion, but fall especially. And this is Maison Francis Kurkdjian Oud Satin Mood. Another jammy rose fragrance, but this one I feel like the oud comes out even more than it does in the Oud Bouquet. It's a little less sweet than Oud Bouquet, meaning I could wear this on a summer night before I would pull out Oud Bouquet. But this has two Bulgarian and Turkish rose, vanilla, agarwood, benzoin, and violet. So again, I'm not going to talk too much, but I could smell this paper all day long. Y'all, these are all my favorites. It would be very hard to pick my favorite, but this is so good. Oh, so good. So if you maybe don't want anything that's spicy, you don't want anything that's boozy, but you still want to feel like warm and cozy and a little bit woody, but still have the feminine touches of the violet and the rose and a little bit of vanilla, then definitely check out Oud Satin Mood. This next one, I actually wore yesterday. I don't have a full bottle of this. I just have a sample, but I've had a few samples, so I have worn it many times that I feel like I can speak to it enough, and I will be getting a full bottle because this is high on my list as the next perfume to purchase, and I'll put a picture up. It is BDK Gris Charnel. I love BDK. I have 3 full-size bottles, and this will be my 4th. I have, oh goodness, I have Gris Charnel, Tobacco Rose, and Wood Jasmine on my wish list. So it would be lovely if I get all 3 at once, but that's not going to happen. This is a woody, spicy, powdery, little touch of sweet perfume, but it's more woody and spicy and powdery to me. It's got cardamom, fig, and black tea on the top, iris, vetiver in the middle, and sandalwood and tonka bean in the dry down. So that iris and tonka give it that powdery feel, but then you've got the cardamom, which gives it the spice. It is a really pretty spice. I don't smell the fig as much as maybe some other people do. It doesn't really stand out to me. But oh my goodness, you've got that black tea and that vetiver. This is good. And I'm telling you, out of all the BDK, well, I take that back. Out of all the BDKs that I have tried, Wood Jasmine and Gris Charnel are the longest lasting for sure on my skin. And I wore this yesterday and it lasted a good 7-8 hours. And it smelled so good. Smelled so good. Now, I don't think that I would wear this in the summer. I do think this is definitely better suited for fall and winter, but I will be pulling this out, especially once I get the full size in the fall for sure. Okay, and the very last one that I'm going to talk about is for my spice lovers. I love a good spicy perfume, and this is hands down the best spicy perfume I have ever smelled. I adore this. I can't even tell you how much I adore this perfume. And this is from Karnerbarcelona, and it is Reema 11. So this is it right here. I love the Karnerbarcelona bottles. They are square. Love the tops. They look like a wood top. So, so pretty. This is a warm spicy, fresh spicy, vanilla, amber, cardamom powdery scent. This has, I've got to smell this while I talk about it. It just smells so good. It has cardamom, black pepper, saffron, and mint on the opening. So you're hit with spice. It's cut a little bit with mint. I can smell just a tiny bit, but I'm not talking like chewing gum mint or peppermint mint. It's like mint that you put in a drink or something. It's just cut a little bit with that. Y'all, I've not smelled a better spicy perfume. I just haven't. The middle notes is cinnamon, nutmeg, coriander, and jasmine. So again, spice, spice, spice. You got a little bit of that jasmine floral, but I'm telling you, I get the spice. And then on the base, you have vanilla, sandalwood, benzoin, amber, cedar, and musk. Here's the thing though with this, when you dry down and you've got those more warm notes, those sandalwoods and the vanilla and the musk, you've got those deep, rich, warm notes. I still do not lose the spice on this. The spice stays all the time. I can smell just a touch of that mint that really does something about, it's almost like salt when you're baking. Like when you put the salt in your cake, it just makes the flavors explode. I feel like that's what the mint does for the spices in this scent. I am telling you right now, if you like a spicy perfume, look no further than Karnerbarcelona Reema 11. It is the best I have smelled. I have smelled quite a few because I love a spicy perfume, especially for this time of year. So I sample a ton. And this is by far still my favorite. Best one that I have smelled. So very good. And that rounds out my favorite fall perfumes. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I cannot wait to see what Abby chose for her list and see if we have any overlaps. Let me know if you have any of these perfumes, what you think of them, or what your favorite fall scents are down in the comment section below. I'm always looking to try new things. If y'all could even see the amount of perfume samples I have. Endless. Endless. But I'm telling you, out of all of the ones that I have, these are definitely my favorite. So thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Abby's video. I will have her channel and her video linked down in the description box below. I hope you're all staying happy, healthy, safe, and sane, and that most of all, you go out and have a very blessed day.